Hello and welcome to another episode of How Do I? Today's call-in was for softphone, and the question comes up: if I'm on a remote location or a remote connection such as a laptop, my home computer, or an emergency situation where I've lost internet connectivity and I want to use a public Wi-Fi or a MiFi access hotspot that I got from the help desk, how can I answer my phone or do calls remotely? But I want to use my CMH desk phone number so it appears that I'm at work. I can do 4-digit transfers. Well, that's what a soft phone is. It replaces a desktop phone that's in your office that's hardwired into the network with a piece of software that must run on a PC that you can access your phone from anywhere, make phone calls, receive phone calls, and do all of the same functions or most of the same functions. So on the OCCMHA intranet under New Phone System, we have a soft phone for PC tab now. So if you click on that, it'll go through and tell you that it's a software-based phone client, so it must be installed on a Windows computer. It's a piece of software, it has to be installed, so it's not going to work on a Chromebook. And you do need a headset, so you, like what I'm wearing right now, so you can answer calls and you can hear the person on the other end, and the microphone, of course, so you can talk to them. Yeah, the software also has to be assigned by the help desk, so we have about 100 licenses that we can dole out for our staff, but the software license has to be assigned to your user ID and your phone number within the system, so the help desk can do that with the trouble call ticket. Again, you must install the software client, so this is the link here that will download the software that you can install. Then you also are going to need a Logitech headset, so I did create a link here to Staples. I think the headset's like $39.99. So if you click here, you kind of see exactly what it is. It's a USB style for a PC, so it doesn't work with phones, it's not going to work with your cell phone, it's not going to work with your desk phone, it's specifically for PCs. Then the other piece of software here is if you click here, this will automatically download the communicator. That's a piece of software so that when that downloads, you can do the installation. And then for logging in, you get to use the same password that you use for your voicemail portal on the intranet website, but the login is different. It's phone number specific. So when you log in, you're going to be logging in as 248, your phone number at go.invoip.com. Again, though, the password will be the same. Now, just one note, if you're one of the people that has your number, plus you also monitor, work, call, or answer a shared line, so people like Access Rights, UMUR, PACE, Customer Services, if you want to answer that line, or make calls from that line, or listen to voicemail from that line, you must be logged in as that line. So for example, the main number here for the front desk, which is a shared line, they would have to log in as that number, 248-858-1210 at go.invoip.com. And the password would be something that was set up initially when that number was created, so the manager of that department should have that. If no one has it, the help desk can reset it, and then you guys can create a password for it. This is what the INVOIP Connect client looks like. This is softphone. And so I've already got it pre-installed, so I'm just going to show you a couple real quick things with it. So it's this little icon down here I pinned to my desktop where it says INVOIP. Okay, so this is the INVOIP Connect. So again, I'm going to log in as my personal desk number, 248-452-9861 at go.invoip.com. Remember, my password is the same one as my voicemail portal on the intranet. And here is softphone. So on the first page, this is the contacts, search and dial. This is actually very slick. If I type in anybody's name and just wait a few seconds, it actually goes out to the corporate directory that the phone system has, that INVOIP has for all of the phones at both locations, and will find the name. So I can actually, I don't need a phone list anymore. I don't have an extension list anymore. If I know who I want to call, I can just type in their name, and I can click on Don, and down here is actually where I can call him. So I'm going to do a different one here. I'm going to put in so I can click call.
Welcome to your voice messaging system. Please enter your passcode, then...
So that was me making a call to myself, so that automatically went to voicemail. So if I dial myself, I can just put in my PIN and actually get my voicemail, but I can call anybody, so... I'll call Chris. Let's see if I'll let it go to voicemail here. Now Chris is actually seeing me as...
Hi, reached the desk phone of Chris Legato. I'm unable to take your call at this time, but please leave a message, and I will give you a call back as soon as possible. If this call is of an urgent nature, please give the help call at extension 6205. Thanks. Bye.
So I'm leaving a message for Chris right now, and he's actually going to see this coming from my desk phone, 248-464-9861. So for all intents and purposes, it looks like I'm in the office, but I could be on a boat in the Virgin Islands, using the public Wi-Fi, you know, on the boat, and making this phone call. So I'm going to hang up, and that's it basically for making a call. That's all I have to do. Some of the other options down here, my room is actually so you can create like a little conference call with a couple different people. You can also chat with other people. So the more people that actually use INVOIP Connect, the more functional it becomes, because it can be used for video conferencing, it can be used for chatting, and it can be used for phone calls, and it can be used to make a group phone call. So actually, you know, much more powerful than an actual phone, because it has the texting capabilities, video capabilities, and conferencing call capabilities. And again, works from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. So a Starbucks, a boat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that has Wi-Fi, as long as you have this installed on a desktop, laptop, and you have your headset and internet connectivity, you're good to go. Down here, this actually is your call log, which your phone has, but what's nice, this will show outgoing. So I just called Chris at 8:31 at that number, so there's outgoing. So these are all the outgoing calls, and then these are downward ones are incoming calls. And if I want to call Jen back, I can just click on this and click dial, and then it'll dial Jen back. So I can automatically do that right from here. This is your number pad. So if you actually want to just do a quick 4-digit dial, like if I want to call, let's say, the help desk real quick, I can do 6205, and I could just, whoops, too many numbers there, 620. And if I dial right here, then I'll just dial the help desk, and that will call. And then my phone's ringing because that's a shared line for me.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just doing a test on the soft phone. I was doing a 4-digit dial, so it's just a test. I'm going to hang up. Thanks. All right, so that was me just doing 4-digit dial. So all of these capabilities, you know, are available. There's a lot more functionality, but that's just the basic functionality with the system. And you can put in like your call availability. So if you are using this, like say you're doing a say customer service is all working from home today and they're all using softphone today, they can sit there and mark themselves as available, busy, or away, or offline, so that their other team members can see their status. So you can kind of use it like an in and out board when you're remote. So a very, very powerful piece of software. Its only true limitation is you're only logged into one line at a time. So I am logged into my personal DID, again my 9861 number. When the help desk line rings, I can't see it. If I wanted to monitor help desk, if I'm doing help desk calls today, then I would sign out and I would actually log in as the help desk number. So in our case, 248-418-6205. And then I'd have to know the password for that account. But then if I logged in there, the call logs and the voicemails and the calls that I'm going to see are the help desk line. So if somebody calls the help desk, It's going to ring on Brian's phone, it's going to ring on Chris's phone, and then it's going to ring on my soft phone, you know, and I'm in the middle of the ocean on the cruise liner, like I said, and I'll see the help desk call light up, and if I click it first, then I'm talking to the person and answering a help desk call from the middle of the ocean on my laptop over Wi-Fi using my soft phone. So it's actually a very good way to save on long distance phone calls when you go out of the country. Use your soft phone instead of using your cell phone and getting smacked with a roaming charge. So that's Internet Phone with INVOIP Connect. Stay tuned for a lot more cool things you can do with it in the future, but really cool piece of software.